when love slips through the cracks of memory. Have you ever experienced a love so profound that even when your memory tries to forget it, your heart continues to remember? Welcome to our channel, where today we'll be exploring the poignant topic of lost love and memory. Join us as we delve into 4 deeply moving stories that will make you question the nature of forgetting and the enduring power of love. No! 4. Eyes that knew me once the old woman traced the rim of her coffee cup. Her gaze distant is, if seen not the present, but a ghost from her past. Her granddaughter Lily sat beside her, concern etched on her face. It had been a long time since Nana had spoken, longer still since she'd spoken of her past. But this silence, it was different. It was heavy with unspoken words and a love that refused to be buried. "Who is he?" Lily finally asked, her voice barely a whisper. The old woman's eyes, a startling blue despite her wrinkled face, looked up. "A love I once lost," she said, her voice a dry leaf rustling in the autumn wind. "Years ago, in a different life, a young woman named Clara had loved a man named Thomas. Their love was a bright flame, burning through the years until a cruel twist of fate tore them apart. Now, years later, Clara, now an old woman, saw Thomas again. His eyes, the same shade of blue as hers, held the memories of their shared past. In them, she saw not just Thomas, but the love they shared, a love that time itself seemed to have forgotten. Yet as she looked into his eyes, she felt the warmth of that love rekindled. It was as if in that moment, all the years, all the pain, all the forgetting slipped away. All that remained was the echo of a love that had once been. No. 3. The heart remembers what the mind forgets. Rain lashed against the window pane, blurring the lights of the city into a kaleidoscope of color. Inside, a man sat hunched over an old photo album, his eyes fixed on a picture of a beautiful woman. Daniel hadn't seen Isabella in years, not since the day he was forced to leave their small town and forget the love they'd shared. He'd tried to move on, to build a new life for himself, but a part of him, the part that loved Isabella, had remained tethered to the past. As he looked at the faded photograph, he remembered the day it was taken, the feel of the sun on his skin, the sound of Isabella's laughter echoing in his ears. He remembered the way her eyes sparkled like the stars in the night sky, and how the mere sight of her could make his heart skip a beat. He remembered their dreams, their hopes, their love. Time had dulled the edges of his memory, but not the depth of his feelings. In the recesses of his heart, the love for Isabella burned as brightly as ever. And as he turned the page of the album, he found a faded love letter from Isabella. Her words a tangible reminder of a love that time had failed to erase. Number 2. Whispers of a forgotten name. The old woman sat on a park bench, her gaze fixed on the rippling water of the nearby fountain. She was a regular at the park, spending hours each day watching the children play. The lovers stroll and the dogs chase each other around the fountain. It was a peaceful existence, one that allowed her to escape the echoes of her past. But today, as she sat there, a young man walked by. His name was Oliver, and he had a kind face and gentle eyes. As he passed by, the old woman's heart skipped a beat. His name, she thought, is a whisper from a forgotten dream. Suddenly, memories flooded back. Memories of a time when she was young and in love, when her world revolved around a man named Oliver. They had met in this very park, under the shade of the old oak tree by the fountain. He had been everything to her, her confidant, her lover, her best friend. But then he had left, and with him, her memories of him had faded. Now, years later, as she looked at Oliver, she saw not just a stranger, but a glimpse of a past life. A life filled with the promise of forever, only to be shattered by the cruel hand of fate. No, one, how memories fade, but love remains eternal. The old man sat in his rocking chair, his gaze fixed on the worn photo in his hands. It was a picture of a beautiful woman with kind eyes and a warm smile. He didn't remember her name, but he knew he had loved her once. He felt a pang of sadness, not for the woman in the photo, but for the love they had shared, a love that had slipped through the cracks of his memory. He remembered fragments, glimpses of a life well lived, of a love story that had unfolded like a cherished melody. He saw the birth of their children, their laughter echoing through the halls of their home. He saw the silver lining of their wedding band, a symbol of their eternal bond. But as the years had passed, these memories had faded, leaving him with a profound sense of loss. But then, in the quiet moments, when the world was hushed and his thoughts drifted, he felt her presence, a whisper in the wind, a touch in the fading light. And he knew that, though his memory might fail him, his heart would always remember. For love, he realized, is not merely a feeling, but a force, an eternal flame that burns brightly in the tapestry of life. We hope you enjoyed this touching exploration of love and memory. Which story resonated with you the most? Share your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe for more such captivating content. Thank you for watching. See you next time.